What's the first creature you think of when I say Resident Evil? No, not him. No, Dragon. Can you just work with me here, please? While there have been plenty of other terrors that make your skin crawl throughout the history of one of the most iconic horror series in entertainment, Resident Evil has always been known for its constant focus on the undead. Resident Evil Village, however, looks to be the continuation of not only Resident Evil 7's story, but also in the swapping of its zombie antagonists for something a bit different. Join us as we take a look at the Lycan, the hairy enemies that look to make a meal of Ethan Winters and scare the pants off of players. The Lycan may be new to the Resident Evil verse, but the intimidating werewolves have weaved their way through human history since the days of ancient Greece. These snarling charlatans have taken many forms even in recent history, but Village's take on these intimidating creatures has to rank with some of the most vile. In terms of the Lycans, they very much spawned from the fact that we wanted to create an enemy that represented the village. Morimasa Sato, the game's director, told us, "We designed it very much where it's the kind of twisted outcome of a human being, and being able to tap into that gothic horror visual." Physical features aren't the only major difference between the Lycan and their zombie counterparts though. As Ethan Winters, it's all about figuring out how I fend these enemies off, not just in single numbers, but when they're surrounding him in all different areas, Sato said. And the fact that they are very agile, and a lot of the times, it's going to be very difficult to hit them with a gun. So it's all about having to predict their movements, having to figure out in advance where they're going to be next, having to think one step ahead, and also utilizing your environment, figuring out, okay, if I'm going to be hunted against multiple enemies, where's the best place to be? Gone are the days of the shambling menace slowly creeping towards you. The Lycan are quicker and more agile, capable of dodging your bullets and making life very uncomfortable very quickly. Verticality may also become an issue for Mr. Winters, as the Lycan can attack from the disheveled rooftops of the village to provide quite the nasty surprise. But that's nothing compared to the heavy hitters that lurk around the corner. If you thought the normal Lycan would provide a harrowing headache, meet the armored version of Resident Evil Village's latest tormentor. These armor-plated baddies may move a bit slower than their borderline naked counterparts, but you'll need to pack one hell of a punch to take them down. Luckily, you can land strategic shots on the Lycan's armored bits to strip the werewolf of its casing and land one hell of a satisfying headshot using the sniper, shotgun, or whatever weapon you have at your disposal. The Lycan continue the trend of Resident Evil Village's departure from the norm, but as sure as Lady D will stick you with her X-23-like claws and probably not step on you, these new werewolves will provide all the thrills and chills one could expect from this Victorian nightmare. Hey friends, Alex Stadnick from Game Informer here. We hope you enjoyed this dive into Resident Evil Village, but the fun doesn't stop here. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page, as we're going to be rolling out more great exclusive looks at Capcom's new horror game as the month goes on.